Good day everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a time-consuming video in order to replace a $15 to $30 seal. That's right, today's video we are going to replace the inner axle seals in my Dana 30 because one side is leaking. As you can see right there, something's definitely leaking from that axle housing. So once the tire is off, and the next step is to remove the brake caliper. So you got one bolt there to remove, and then your caliper can come off. Then once your caliper's off, your rotor will just come off as well. So the next step before we pull the axles, if you pull them now, there's a good chance oil from the differential is going to leak in the axle tubes, and that's going to make more of a mess. It's better just to drain the oil now, get it over with. Now we're ready to remove the bolts for the bearing. There's 3 bolts that hold the bearing in place. This is where you may need to turn the steering a bit to make it better. I have it cranked far right so I can reach these 2 back here, and then probably bring the wheel back to center to get the 1 bolt behind there. Now I'm going to pull this axle hub out, and then we can remove the differential cover after I remove the steering arm. However, I only removed the bearing because I'm doing a separate video on that since the opportunity is there. So let's pull the shaft out. So this is the one that was leaking. You can see where the seal's been riding. There's no groove or anything in there, so that's a pretty good sign. I don't know if you can see. I'll try to get another flashlight in there. But there is a river of oil flowing all the way down from the differential. So now you need to remove the differential, and the bearing caps are very important to where they go. If you see, that one's got a K sideways stamp there. This one's got a K the right side. Now when I rebuilt this differential, up behind the gasket is the matching K the way it was stamped. So that's the way it has to go back. If you have any doubts, just take a picture. And now let's remove the caps. the Dana 30 is in there. It's a tight fit. Some reason I just didn't get it on camera until I realized I was almost ready to pull it out, and I wasn't recording, and I wasn't going to put it back in to do it all over again. So looking at the bearings look alright actually. So this is the seal right here that was leaking. I'm not sure why it was leaking. I'm not seeing anything noticeable right off the bat. I guess once I get it out I'll be able to look. The other side. This is going to be the fun part. I put those axle tube seals in, so that's going to make things a little difficult. Wonder if... Oh yeah. Does reach all the way in too. There we go. Do one, you do them both. Interesting enough, there's the old seals. This is the new one. We're gonna stick in. And I found that this socket is going to fit perfectly in there with a long extension. Going to tap it into place. It's always good to clean your axle tubes out, because I just pushed this rag through and it was a clean rag, so you can see how filthy it is. And take some brake clean, spray it in there, clean her up, then we're going to put the new seals in. Well, there's one in. Let's get the other one in place. Now I'm just going to throw some assembly grease on the seals, and then we're going to put the differential back in. Bearing cap bolts, 45 foot-pounds. Set the torque wrench up, 75 foot-pounds. Foot-pounds. Well, what'd you guys think? Doing an inner axle seal in the Dana 30 on your Jeep is a lot of work for a $25 seal. Pull the tires, pull the brakes, pull the bearing hubs and axles, remove the differential, punch the seals out, inspect for anything that might be causing why it's leaking, replace the seals, put everything back together. It's a good few hour job depending on how fast you are and if it's ever been apart before. Of course, when you're filming like I do, it takes forever because you gotta try to get the shot. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.